Hello, and welcome to part 2 of our Business Intelligence Systems project. This is Omar from Group 5, going to give you a brief overview of what's to come in this segment. If you remember last time, we were explaining how we wanted to develop a system for a newspaper company. This is because the need came for a more efficient way to sum up subscriber information, whether it be from the surveys that we hand out, or from information given to us by the subscribers themselves. More specifically, the newspaper company needed a BI system that would make the customer service processes more efficient. This process will enable the users to utilize key performance indicators such as customer satisfaction and subscription retention to make decisions and analyze overall customer satisfaction. In order to analyze the KPIs, certain measurements will be taken into consideration. Some of these measurements events would include when a subscriber fills out a survey, when a subscriber calls in a complaint, or when a subscriber calls in to renew or cancels a subscription. More specifically, the business will have a survey process in which customer would respond to a series of questions that belong to a customer satisfaction index. In part of customer service, the business also has in place a system in which subscribers call in regards to their subscription. This allows customers to renew or cancel a subscription as well as express any concerns towards the service.
My name is Elise Cold, and I'm going to talk about our fact record tables. The first table shows the customer satisfaction record. The fact in this table is the customer satisfaction index, which is the average score of the customer's survey results. The primary keys in this table are customer ID, region ID, date ID, product ID, and rating ID. The customer ID identifies which customer completed the survey. The region informs the user which region the customer is from. Date is the date which the survey was completed. Product is which paper the customer receives, and rating is the overall score that is an ID for a description of high, medium, or low satisfaction. The second table is the customer service fact record. This is a fact list table that counts the number of received complaint phone calls. The customer ID identifies which customer made the complaint, from which region, on which day, and which product they received. The third table is the subscription fact record. The facts in this table are the subscription count and sales. Subtype ID represents a 0 or 1 record, which is code for the description of canceled or renewed subscriptions. The primary keys in this table represent which customers from which region on which day receiving which product renewed or canceled their subscriptions.
Hi, my name is Matt Stone, and I will be introducing the dimensions for our system. One hierarchy that we're using is time. Time can be broken down into 4 dimensions: by year, quarter, month, and by date. Dim year stores only year ID, and year ID is stored as an integer and is both a primary key and a foreign key. Dim quarter stores only quarter ID, which is an integer and is also both a primary key and a foreign key. Dim month stores both month ID and month name. Month ID is an integer and is both a primary key and a foreign key. Month name will be stored as a varchar of up to 15 characters. Dim date is only date ID, stores only date ID. It is stored as date time and is both a primary key and a foreign key. The next hierarchy that we're using is location, which can be broken down into 2 dimensions, by region and by zip code. Dim region stores region ID and region name. Region ID is an integer and is both a primary key and a foreign key. Region name is stored as a varchar of up to 25 characters. Dim zip code stores both zip code ID and the city name. Zip code ID is an integer and is both a primary key and a foreign key. City name is stored as a varchar of up to 30 characters. Product is another hierarchy in our system and can be broken down into 2 dimensions, by product and then by product type. Dim product stores product ID and product name. Product ID is an integer and is both a primary key and a foreign key. Product name is stored as a varchar of up to 25 characters. Dim products type stores product type ID and product type name. Product type ID is an integer and is both a primary key and a foreign key. Product type name is stored as a varchar of up to 25 characters. Subscription type is another dimension in our system which stores subtype ID and subtype name. Subtype ID is an integer which can be 1 or 0, and subtyped ID is also a primary key. Subtype name is stored as a varchar of up to 50 characters. Customer is one dimension that we're using and consists of customer ID, customer name, age, gender, address, and member sense. Customer ID is stored as an integer and is both a primary key and a foreign key. Customer name is stored as a varchar of up to 25 characters. Age is stored as an integer. Gender is stored as a char of 1 character, either M or F. Address is stored as a varchar of up to 30 characters, and member since is stored as a date time. The last dimension that we're using is customer satisfaction, which stores rating ID and rating name. Rating ID is an integer, is also a primary key. Rating name is stored as a varchar of up to 50 characters.
Hi, I'm John Wifholm, and I will be talking about the fact measures in our 3 separate tables. We have 3 separate fact tables. In the first fact table, which is the customer satisfaction fact, we have our fact grain as the customer satisfaction index sorted by customer, by region, by date, by product, and by rating. In our next table, we have the customer service fact. The fact grain for this table is customer complaint information sorted by customer, by region, by date, and also by product. In our third and final table, we have the subscription fact table. The fact grain for this table is subscription information sorted by sales type, customers, by region, by date, by product, and by subscription type.
Hi, this is Joey Mitchell here with the Snowflake schema. In the middle, you can see our 3 fact tables: customer satisfaction fact, customer service fact, and subscription fact. Connecting outward from these fact tables are the dimension tables used in each specific fact table, including the tables of their hierarchies.
Hi there, Omar again. And what we just showed you is the basic structure of the data mart that we want to build with the newspaper company. In essence, the subscriber is what holds everything together. Their information about how our service is doing and also about their subscription is what holds the data mart together and is what plays in part of the business process that we talk about when a subscriber fills out a survey or they call in a complaint or they call to renew and cancel their subscription. So we had Elise talk about the fact grain, in which we specifically said that we would have 3 different fact tables to support the information that we want to hold. And then we pass it over to Matt, who talked about the different dimensions that would shape that would give us a better view of what the facts would look like to time, location, etc. From there, John talked about the fact measures of what we would actually be recording, whether that be the customer service index or the complaint count or the amount of renewals and cancellations. From there, Joey took us to the physical database design, or excuse me, the data mart of what would be represented in this system. So I hope you have a clear idea of what we want to do with the system now. This data mart would really help the company in the long run, just because it's so competitive and it's hard for print media nowadays. And we think that with our idea, efficiency would be increased. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.